So Dad's a larger-than-life character. He's always out and about. He's very fit. Well, not very fit. He's strong and big, and he's a farmer. So when we started to notice things like his memory was going, starting to slur his words, it came as a bit of a shock. And it was during Easter time, and Dad was a bit slower. He was really tired. I thought, there's something wrong here. We thought, oh, just old age. He's pretty forgetful anyway. He forgets our names a lot. But as the weeks progressed, it got worse, and Mum started to notice him forgetting more and more, forgetting words, forgetting years that things happened, and he started to drag his leg. And Mum was like, "Whoa, that's not normal. There's something going on here. There's something seriously wrong." So she took him to town to the doctor, and they basically said, "There's a good chance you've had a stroke, a small stroke. Get to Dubbo Base Hospital, which is about an hour and a half away, which is a city, and let's do some proper tests." They did the tests, and the doctor walks out, sits my parents down and told Dad that he had cancer. And the reason he knew that is because there were these two dark shadows just above his left ear on the scans. That's cancer. We weren't there, I wasn't there, I was in Sydney with my other two siblings, and then I get this phone call from my mum. It's cancer. And the world stops, life stops. Your life is just upside down in an instant, and you're never ready for it. And it's like, wow. I had to get off the phone, I had to break it to my sister, my brother, our prospective partners. We cried. I honestly don't remember anything after that until I saw my dad the next morning. That was hard, man. That was really, really hard, because Dad's this big guy. He's this big, larger-than-life guy. Normally when I see my dad, I hug him, you know, but I couldn't because he was lying down. And I just went up and I sort of hugged him and I said, "Hey Dad, how you going?" And he said, "I'm all right, mate, I'm all right." We soon discovered that it hadn't spread, which happens a lot with brain cancer. We would discover that it was operable, which was great news. So the neurosurgeons at RPA set about doing the surgery. They removed as much as they could. They of course can't remove all of the tumour. It's a glioblastoma multiforme, which is the biggest, most aggressive brain cancer there is. And then from after that, he had a few weeks to recover, and then next was the chemotherapy and the radiotherapy. So he was in 6 weeks of radiotherapy and chemo. No one really asked the prognosis, and I made sure I did that afterwards when the family were away, and I said, I'm the oldest, so I kind of took it upon myself to ask these questions, and I said, "Look, how long's he got?" And she said, "Look," in a really quiet voice, between 15 and 18 months. That's the majority of people who have this disease. And I was just like, oh. That was really hard to take, because in your heart of hearts you hope, oh, you know, maybe it'll be 5 years, 10 years, but most cases between 15 and 18 months. And that made me realise that, okay, I've got to get the word out. I've got to get people to realise the lack of the funding and how prevalent this disease is, and donate to research and do all we can to get survival rates up to where they should be. I want people to be aware of this disease. I want people to donate. I want people to raise money for research into this disease. It's such a fantastic day. You're getting out in the elements, you're training, you're having fun, but at the same time, you're doing a really good thing by raising money.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. Just keep going. What's happening is phenomenal, and it's really, really, really is good. I just can't believe it.